Hi everyone, this is Steve from OpenBOM, and welcome to the July 2019 update for Fusion, Autodesk Fusion, and OpenBOM. So there's a lot of new changes coming out in this release, and so I'm going to go ahead and get started. First thing you'll notice is we support the new Fusion UI. Next, we also have added some new UI elements of our own. Most notably is a new settings dialog where you can now create templates for BOMs and catalogs. As a matter of fact, the Fusion integration is the first integration to have this feature. So I can go ahead and set different templates for creating bills of material or for creating catalogs, and I can manage those here. You can see in my fuel filter, I'm just going to bring in part number for a BOM, and for a catalog, I'm going to bring in some other information. So the settings is a new feature. Also, we now support versioning in Fusion. So if you can see here, I'm using quite a bit of versioning for both assemblies as well as sub-assemblies. If you're working with versions, we now support that. And we also support the choose version option. You can see in this example, I'm using a down-revved version of this particular item here. So those are all new data management features with OpenBOM for Fusion. But let's get on to the interesting stuff, and let's create a catalog. I'm going to use the workflow of create a catalog and then a BOM, the traditional OpenBOM workflow. I've already set my templates, and I'm going to go ahead and choose the create catalog button. OpenBOM is going to go through, generate the thumbnail images for the catalog, as well as collect all the property information and other metadata that's stored in Fusion about the part. So once that's done, we're going to go ahead and show the catalog. I've taken the liberty of adding a column here for cost, as well as I've used the set vendors option to go ahead and assign the approved vendor list. I've gone down my list of parts here and assigned a vendor for each one of the parts in the catalog, as well as gone ahead and set some costs. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of information that comes through from my CAD system for this catalog. So that's good. Let's take a look at what the next step is. After creating a catalog, usually the next step is to create a BOM. I'm going to use the same model here to create a BOM for this filter. Let's create a multi-level BOM. And in creating a BOM, we do things a little bit different. We go ahead and generate images and whatnot. We're also looking for the structure and the relationships between the various parts and where they exist in the structure when we build the bill of material. So this bill of material is produced with both data from CAD as well as data that comes in from the catalog. You can see here these items that are in brackets is data that comes from the catalog. Nice thing to do that I like to do in the BOM, of course, is to define something called extended cost, which is which would be the quantity times the cost. Of course, there's quite a number of other things you can do, in the bill of material. But let's jump ahead. I know that most of you are looking at how do I generate purchase orders? So in OpenBOM for Fusion, we have the ability to generate a purchase order. Here I've generated one for 5 units. Of course, in the order BOM for 5 units, and this is where we do kinds of calculations about quantity on hand and quantity gaps and whatnot. And once the vendors are assigned in the catalog, of course, it's easy to go ahead and press a button and have OpenBOM generate those purchase orders. And let's just take a look at one of those purchase orders. Here's for one from Air Supply, where quite a lot of our parts are coming, and we can connect that to QuickBooks. Well, of course, we can just generate a PDF, perhaps, with some of the information that we want, and we can export that as well. So that's a quick tour of OpenBOM for Fusion, sort of end to end. And so I want to point something out. You may remember yesterday that I showed a demo of an Arduino board that was built in Autodesk Eagle. This is that board right here. I had brought that in from Eagle, and I created a bill of material for that. That I represented that Arduino in my design here by this little box, and then my intent here is to have a little controller on this filter. What I did was I gave this box the same part number, the OpenBOM part number, ACM 101, as I did when I generated that Eagle BOM. So consequently, what happened was, let's go ahead and locate this. Let's locate this BOM in OpenBOM. Is that once OpenBOM recognized that part number, we went ahead and brought that in to our bill of material, and here it is right here. It's been being tracked all along. So what you have here is the ability to create a multidiscipline bill of material, mechanical parts as well as electrical parts, linked into a top-level assembly, and that's something that's very unique with OpenBOM. So I hope you've enjoyed this. There's more information at support@openbom.com. Thank you.